must be
high.
upheld. I fought it up on
See
the
if it
plateau
goes
to
down.
the south.
Nice. So we figured it out. I think it was my fucking way too much. I was putting way too much FPS into this motherfucker, I guess. So we good now.
My blow was not enough to kill him, but looking at the damage I inflicted gives me some small measure of pride. That small measure will be all I have to sustain myself if I die, and in that light, the short list of my life's accomplishments fills me with anger. Seeing the deed you have done for me steals my heart. I cannot fall so easily. I must endure. But it remains that I cannot make the trek back to the den unassisted. Please, adventurer, return to the den and tell Gornek of my situation. Perhaps he can help me.
So these are the settings that I need to play on. Alright.
Glory to the Horde. Dabu.
Dabu.
Not bad, adventurer. But don't let it get to your head. You'll fight tougher than boars in your career. Nonetheless, you've proven yourself well, and your next trial will be against a considerably more dangerous opponent, so you'll need some extra protection.
From your description of the beast, I believe you must be speaking of Sarkoth. It is no wonder that Hanazuwa was overtaken by it. Aid will be dispatched to him immediately. Trouble yourself no more with Hanazuwa's plight. However, I must say, I am most impressed to hear that you brought Sarkoth to death. It is a feat to be proud of, adventurer. And that you would fight for a stranger's honor while other tasks occupied your time, your own honor is heightened. Ah, while you were gone, a parchment came for you, adventurer. Read it when you have time. If I'm not mistaken, it came from the warrior trainer Frang. He would have words with you when you're ready. You'll find him outside the den, taking cover in the shade.
Powerful warrior and awkward novice alike have fallen to the venomous sting of the Scorpid. You will find large numbers of Scorpids northwest of here. Bring me 8 of their tails as proof of your prowess in battle. The antidote for their sting is actually made from
Bot
venom
Rix has
extracted
correctly
from their
joined the
stings.
channel.
We keep large quantities of antidote for Scorpid venom on hand to heal young bloods just like you. But I'm sure you won't be needing any of that, will you?
It sure gets hot out here in the Valley of Trials. If only I had some cactus apples, I could make my famous cactus apple surprise. Nothing cools you off faster than a piece of that delicious treat. I'll tell you what, adventurer. If you bring me 10 cactus apples, I'll make you a few portions of cactus apple surprise to take with you on your adventures. If you're interested, you can find cactus apples growing near the cactus plants around here.
I trust the Valley of Trials will teach you much, young adventurer. I was sent to the valley to guide you, but I have discovered a growing taint here. A group that calls itself the Burning Blade has a coven here in the Valley of Trials. They are skulking in a cave to the northeast, and their vile familiars have spilled from its mouth to cause havoc. As your first task against the Burning Blade, I bid you defeat these familiars, slay many, and if you survive, return to me.
Ah, that's my parchment. I heard you'd be coming to the valley, adventurer. I'm glad to see you made it. Let's hope you survive the trials ahead. Like I said, as you gain in power, come to me. I will do what I can to train you in the ways of the adventurer. Good luck, adventurer, and return to me whenever you feel ready.
Cursed peons. They work hard gathering lumber from the trees of the valley, but they're always taking naps. I need someone to help keep the peons in line. You look like the right person for my task. Here, you take this blackjack and use it on any lazy peons you find sleeping on the job. A good smack will get them right back to work.
Return the blackjack when you're done. Lousy slacking peons.
Busy. Leave me alone.
It's too far away.
Okie dokie.
Bitch.
Not that kind of ore, okay? it.
Inventory is full. I can't carry anymore.
What can I do for you? May your blades never dull.
Are you here for training, or are you just here to waste a warrior's time? Duh.
Battle stance or defensive stance.
It's too far away. I can't do that yet. I'm out of range. I can't do that yet.
Something about charge is just so fun.
I can't do that yet. I can't do that yet. I need to get closer. I'm out of range. I can't do that yet. I can't do that yet. I can't do that yet. It's too far away. I can't do that yet. I'm out of range. I can't do that yet. It's too far away. I can't do that yet.
Dude, charge is so fun.
Speak, friend. For the Horde.
Look,
Wonderful, adventurer. As promised, here is your cactus apple surprise,
Gonna be
plus a
level
little something
5.
extra.
Need more rage.
There is an important lesson that you must take away from fighting scorpions. The smallest or largest of opponents can still send you to your doom. In fierce combat, any number of things can prove your downfall. I have no more to teach you, adventurer. You have done well, and I will watch your progress with interest.
You have done well, adventurer. Although the vile familiars were merely pets of the darker powers within the Burning Blade, your success against them foretells greater deeds ahead.
Through my divinations, I see that an item of power hides deep within the Burning Blade Coven, guarded by beasts and black magic. It is called the Burning Blade Medallion, and your next task is to find it and remove it from the Coven. But be wary, for the medallion may be possessed by an agent of the Burning Blade. And if so, then the agent's power would be greater than the familiars you have already encountered. Go, adventurer. You will find the Coven in a cave to the north and west.
Good, good. Maybe they'll think twice before slacking next time. Thanks for the help.
Adventurer, you are a dependable person. Can I count on you for another task? Some time ago, I was surveying the cave to the north for minerals, and I left my favorite pick behind. When I later returned to retrieve it, I found the cave was filled with vicious beasts. Will you go into the cave, the Burning Blade Coven, and get my pick? I left it in a chamber with waterfalls. My pick has a spell on it so you can see it in the dark, so you won't have to worry about finding it. Just what's guarding it.
Not enough. I can't do that yet.
So it's definitely that.
I can't do that yet. I need you closer. I can't do that yet. It's too far away. I can't do that yet. I'm out of range. I can't do that yet.
That's definitely what it is. Okay.
I can't do that. I need to get closer. It's too far away. Can't do that yet. I'm out of range.
Oh my god.
I need to get closer. It's too far away. I need to get closer. I can't do that. I can't do that yet. I can't do that yet. I'm out of range. I can't do that yet. Inventory is full. I can't carry anymore. I can't do that yet. Inventory is full.
Ogra! Farewell.
So happy I figured this out. This shit was driving me crazy.
Thanks a lot, adventurer. This is my favorite pick. Now, if my peons ever finish chopping down these trees, maybe we can find a nice cave to mine.
Great, you retrieved it. Well done. Your efforts within the Burning Blade Coven are key in rooting out this cult in the Valley of Trials. But I fear they have further aims in our land. We have not seen the end of them. Your trials against the Burning Blade are finished here in the valley. But I want you to report your findings. Go to the troll village of Senjin and seek out Master Gadrin. Senjin village is east out of the valley, then right at the fork. Tell Gadrin of the Burning Blade and that they have reached the Valley of Trials. Discover from him if they have yet reached Senjin. Go, adventurer, and be swift. I fear the evil found in the Burning Blade Coven is but the herald of a larger threat.
Warrior, no doubt. We're gonna do warrior.
Excuse me, can you help me? I have a load of food here. I walked along the road and braved scorpids and spiders and worse. I brought the food to the Valley of Trials because I thought they needed it and I like to help out. But they don't need any food. Now I have to take it back to Razor Hill. And I'm afraid of all the beasts along the way.
77, that's where I am.
Can you take it for me? I'm just a peon, but you're a hero.
Yeah, let me just mute
Take it to
Marvel and
Innkeeper
then
Gross,
we
get
can
the
do the tier
Razor
list.
Hill Inn. Thank you.
I'm gonna talk my way through this shit.
Lower your voice.
Here we go.
adventurer. The Kolkar
Here we fucking
centaurs
go.
lie just over the ridge to the
Right,
west
tier
in
list.
Kolkar Crag.
Starting
Last
with
night
Adam
while they were
Warlock.
raiding,
I
snuck
need to
into their
fucking swap my
village and
browser.
discovered
Like,
that the
the ads
dirty
are so
beasts
annoying.
have a
Right.
three-tiered attack planned
Adam
by
Warlock.
trolls and orcs
A
of
tier.
Durotar.
I think Adam
We
Warlock
mustn't
is like
let
super
their
strong.
invasion
His
come
team
to
up's good,
fruition.
but he's not quite
Perhaps
Mantis and
you can
Luna.
muster the might
He's got
needed
good
to
damage
infiltrate
output.
Kolkar
He's got
Crag
good
and
healing.
destroy their
His
attack.
burst healing is insane, and then his ultimate is
They
also
had
really
divided
strong.
them up amongst
But
three of their leaders.
I think the best thing about him is the
Many of
self
the
res
hides we used
to be able to bring
from
yourself back to
Durotar
life.
tigers.
But he doesn't have the same
blankets,
like strengths that
armor,
Manta,
tents.
not Manta. I always call her
There are a
Manta.
great many reasons we
Mantis
hunt the
and
beasts.
Luna have,
And
because they
many
have so much
reasons we let
CC.
them thrive
They have
at the
crazy
same
ultimates.
time.
They have crazy
The time
damage.
has come for
I just
us
feel
to
like he can't
cull the
compete.
flock, so to
So
speak.
who's next? Black Panther
Our
S
numbers
tier.
grow,
I
and
think
our
Black
needs are
Panther's the
beginning to
best
overwhelm our stocks.
melee
I
character in
need
the
more
game.
hides if I'm to prepare
Easily.
suitable goods for our
The
people.
potential
Bring me
damage
4
output that
Durotar
Panther
tiger
has
furs
and the
from National
survivability he gets
War.
from
You
shields,
can find them on
and he
the
can just
island south of
constantly be
here.
chaining his dashes. He's
Although
so hard
my
to hit.
eyes fail me,
But if you're
I
playing
still
against a
can
good
see
support
clearly
set,
enough.
two good
More
supports,
often I
like
must
a good
rely on my
Mantis and a
alchemical
good Luna,
skills to aid me
it
in
can be
magics that
kind of
once came
tricky
easily.
to play Black
But I
Panther.
refuse to take
When
on
the
an
best
apprentice.
hands,
No
this
troll
character's
or
going to be
orc worthy
like
enough has ever
unstoppable.
come forward.
Definitely.
Are you worthy?
Black
Yes,
Widow,
of
D
course
tier.
you are. Of course you
Quite
think you
simply
are.
just D tier.
I need a few things. Will you get them for
Yo,
me?
thanks to the
I
Prime.
need intact Makrura
Wait, what's your
eyes
name?
and vials of crawler mucus.
Wet Chow?
You can
Is it
find
Wet
them
Chow?
on any
That's it,
Makrura
right?
or
Wet
crawler
Chow?
in Durotar.
Thank you so
We
much.
shall speak again soon.
The roster, I'll show you guys the roster after I do the tier list. So I think Black Widow is on the weaker side.
The burning blade
Leche?
is not seen here in
Oh,
Senki.
Leche. Right, got
Their
you.
evil
Thanks.
has taken seed off the coast.
Black
on the
Widow
Echo
is just
Isles.
weaker than
The
hell in
orcs
every
are
way.
friends of the Darkspear
The fact that she can't
trolls.
one-shot is a great
Honorable
thing, but I
friends.
don't want to see it
We
in the
want to
game.
help the orcs.
But it makes her super weak, and then she's really
We need
susceptible
help
to being
too.
dived.
I hear the voice of my brother
Her
Minshina
ultimate is one
calling
of the
to me
worst
in my
ults in the
dreams.
game. That shit is
He was
terrible.
taken by Zalazane, the
It's
warlock
terrible.
on the Echo Isles
When
to
she
the
uses
east.
that ult, you
And
just
he is
dive
dead.
her.
But death
She's
is
going to
not
be
freedom
doing
for
less
my
damage
brother.
than she would normally do
Minshina's
with her
spirit
fucking
was trapped
like,
within his
sniping.
own skull by Zalazane's
So that's why I think good Black
magics.
Widow.
In my dreams,
Her mobility is
I
pretty
see it
decent
with
though,
other
but not great.
skulls, in a circle of
Hulk
power
is
on the
S
largest
tier.
Echo Isle. As long as it remains there, my brother's soul is doomed.
Actually,
Please, adventurer,
I think
find the circle and retrieve Minshina's
he's
skull.
either low S
Bring
or
it to
high
me.
A.
Free him.
I think I might
The
give
witch
him
doctor
high
Zalazane
A
dwells on the
because
Echo Isles to the east.
Hulk
They are the
can be
isles we once
susceptible
called
to being
home.
killed
From
really
there he sends
fast.
his trolls to the mainland
And
to hex our people
I
and
think
drag
the Hulk
more
is
of
really
them
good for
under
his Gamma
sway.
team up.
He must be stopped.
Played in the right
Defeat
hands,
Zalazane
Hulk
and
is
his
like
minions.
almost
Former
unkillable.
Darkspear
His
trolls
ultimate
now
is
lost
super
to
strong.
us.
Not
Bring
the
me his
grab,
head and I
but
will
the
know his reign of
actual
evil is over.
monster Hulk.
We
ult.
at Senjin
That's really
Village
strong.
are not without our own
And
troubles,
then
and we thank
his
you for your aid.
damage is pretty
But the
decent, it's
news you bring
consistent.
regarding
The
the burning
mobility is
blade
probably
could
the
be
best
trouble for
mobility in the game
everyone.
other than Spider-Man.
There is an orc stationed at
And
Razor Hill, Orgnal
his stun is
Soulscar, who
super useful.
polices Durotar from
And the
evils
shields.
such as the burning
Shields are really
blade.
good as well.
Go to
And if you use
Orgnal
them smartly,
and
you
tell
can
him
like
of
pull
our
off
plight,
some crazy
as
plays.
well as
Like
your news
when I was
from the
playing
Valley
Hulk
of
in the beta, I
Trials.
was blocking
He will
Doctor
want to
Strange
know
ults.
these things.
I was stunning
Razor
Doctor
Hill
Strange
lies to the
ults.
north.
Like, you can do some really smart things with Hulk. Captain America. My boy. I think Captain America's C tier. He has potential, but the fact that his shield, when you're using his shield to deflect, right? Why can't you aim it with your crosshair? Why is it random where the projectiles bounce? I don't understand that. Like, why did they do that? Why can't you aim the projectiles? I feel like it just makes it so, like, It's just random. It makes it really RNG. Like if you deflect an Iron Man ult, sometimes it just fucking flies off into the sky. So that's what I feel about that. I think the fact that you can block melee characters with your shield is a really really strong thing for Cap. His team up's not that great. But I think with the right changes, especially his deflect, make his deflect aim, he'll be pretty good.
It's too far.
I think he'll be very good actually. Cloak and Dagger. Cloak and Dagger's A tier, I'd say. I'd say Cloak and Dagger has really good potential for carrying. If you use his the thing where it makes everyone go invisible for a bit, that can stop a lot of ults. You can also use it for like hiding, getting away, mobility. That's strong. I think Dagger's healing output is pretty good. It's decent. The damage is pretty good as well. Like Cloak's massive wall, his Valorant wall, whatever you want to call it. It basically is like a fucking Valorant ability. But you throw it like the fucking purple wall and it blinds people and it makes them take more damage. It makes them take 20% more damage. So I think that's a really strong ability. In what rank do you start banning champs? You start banning champs in Diamond. So once the whole lobby is Diamond, you can ban. But if someone's Platinum in that lobby, you can't ban. So that's how that works. Remove cooldown on his shield and maybe give him his stun on a shield bash. Yeah, I could see that for Captain America. Definitely. Like I feel like his shield bash lunge doesn't feel like it has that much use. It feels kind of janky as well. Like it's really gimmicky. Doesn't having a bad team up mean that the character is generally just better, less slash... not really, because if you think about it this way, right? Iron Man with the team up goes from B tier to S tier. Just because his team up is that good. Like his damage output's insane with the team up. So I think having the team up be strong is way more beneficial than having the team up be weak. Magneto's sword, for example, is another good one. His sword made him the best character in the game in the beta. But since they nerfed it, it's no longer that great. And Magneto doesn't see as much play because of that reason. Who do we have next? Doctor Strange S tier. Higher than Panther. Doctor Strange is the best tank in the game. Highest carry potential tank. His ult is insane. His teleport is a crazy utility. His damage is really good. And then his shield is super good for like protecting your team, protecting yourself, creating space, blocking ultimates. Like what can't Doctor Strange do, let's be real. Plus he's got his flight for mobility, so he can take high grounds, he can contest fires. Like he's a really good character. So I think if you want to be carrying games, Doctor Strange is a great one to pick up. Groot. I think Groot's like B tier. He's solid. But I think what Groot struggles with is dealing with like high mobility teams. Because Groot's massive upside is walling people off so they get cut off from the rest of their team, and then their walls do damage to the person they're attacking. But if he's against high mobility targets, he can't really get those walls off as well, and then they can just pick him off at range. So I think Groot is susceptible to that, but overall he's a pretty good tank. Like Groot Strange I think is still a solid team comp to run, and I think being able to wall off like a Magneto is really beneficial. But if you see a Groot, you can just run things like Punisher, Psylocke, high damage heroes that can just break his walls. Wolverine's super good into Groot as well. Hawkeye. My boy Hawkeye, S tier. Let's be real. We all hate playing into Hawkeye. Hawkeye has bad mobility, but Hawkeye makes up for that with his damage. He can two-shot tanks. He can literally kill Doctor Strange and Magneto in 2 hits if he headshots them twice. And he can one-shot characters with like not even max charge with his headshots. So he can easily get crazy picks off. I think what Hawkeye struggles with though is getting dived. If he gets dived and he doesn't get peeled for, he will die. He shoots 50 cal logs. I think that's pretty accurate, man. His logs are big. Like he shoots massive hitbox arrows. Groot does an absurd amount of damage. Wolverine also works super well versus Groot, yeah. Because he's so big, he's easy to grab with your leap. And then Groot can't really do much to get back to his team. All he can do is like try and wall himself back, but he's usually dead by that time. Let's see. Hela. S tier. Hela's got insane damage at range. She's got a crazy escape tool. She has 275 HP. Her ultimate is insane. And it's an escape tool also. And then she's got a stun that's an AoE stun. So, like, her kit's loaded. Her kit's absolutely loaded. Crazy carry potential on this character if you can aim. And on top of that, I feel like her right click, where she shoots all the darts and they explode over time, terrible ability. If you use that, you're actually throwing the game. Like, there's just no use for it, really. They need to buff that and then take away from the rest of her kit. You can right click then throw in a stun on it, that's right. But I feel like it's just not that. It feels less impactful compared to the rest of her kit. I think they need to make that more prevalent when you're playing Hela, instead of just fucking hit scan aiming and killing everyone instantly. That is true, you can throw it in the middle of the team and it just sucks them all into it. I've seen that happen a couple times. But I think they could do more with the right click. That's what I feel with Hela. Do more with the right click, take away from the rest of her kit. If they're gonna like nerf Hela, that's what they should do. So make the weaker part of her kit more impactful. Same problem with Hawkeye's explosive arrows. Yeah, the only thing you really use that for is like breaking walls. That's the only thing I've seen it used for. Iron Fist. Iron Fist is D tier. High D. Iron Fist just doesn't have great damage output. His survivability is good, but Iron Fist without peels from his team can't really do much. He's really good into heroes that, or not heroes, he's really good into players that don't really know the matchup, but you should be absolutely destroying this character. In fact, I'm going to move him up to C tier. I think he's C tier. I don't think he's quite Black Widow level, but I also don't think he's great. Let's see, Iron Man. Iron Man without the team up is here. With the team up is here. And I'm going to rate him with the team up because that's how he gets mostly played. Iron Man, his damage output on his Gamma team up is just unreal. You can just shred tanks, DPS, healers, everyone gets shredded. Like, when he's doing that shit, you just die. In most games, Hell is banned, so Iron Man is like pretty much free to do whatever the fuck he wants. But his missiles are useless, and his ultimate is one of the only ults in the game, one of the only abilities in the game that can actually kill through Mantis and Luna when they use their ultimates. That's super high value. So Iron Man is definitely a good pick. I'd say he's up there. Definitely up there. With the Gamma team up, of course. Jeff the Shark. I want to give Jeff A tier. I think people aren't playing Jeff right, but the high level Jeff players are playing this character in the most scummy, bastard, horrible way ever. Yes, Jeff is A. Bro, the Jeff players in high ELO are the most scumfuck bastards ever. Like, it's insane. These people get so much value with the ults. This is the playstyle for high ELO Jeffs. What they do is they flank with Jeff and they just damage people and then they run away